Hi everyone. So welcome to I don't actually know what date this is, honestly. What day? Yeah, I will pick it up on the thing. So firstly, apologies, I'm actually playing a game at the minute. I just need something to concentrate on while I talk here. Um so yeah, this is whatever day this is of the loneliness blog. Today is the 10th of May, and it is my birthday. I am 35. Uh okay. I mean, great. Let's not forget, like, there's two issues here. I mean, the pandemic, for obvious reasons, wouldn't go out in the first place, and then obviously with Louisa in the hospital, which I'll talk about in a bit. Yeah, I'm just not doing anything. Everything's just as every other day, really. In fact, I've forgotten that it's my birthday like at least 3 times now. I've just been not, just don't care enough, to be honest with you. At the minute, it's just not important. Um, So yeah, so I've just been doing my usual stuff. Um, so I need to go shopping later. I also need to take some stuff to the hospital. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get today. That's the problem. There's just some issues with the car that I need to sort out before I nip off. Yep, thanks for that. This thing here, yes, it's pretty annoying. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Don't really know how, but yeah, if I can't go today, then I'll go tomorrow morning. I do need to go shopping. But I suppose that's okay. Um, so yeah, as regards to Louisa, I actually got a call from the occupational therapist a few days ago, um, talking about her needs and like just some questions about the house and whatnot. Um, and the main thing I wanted to ask her like that was that whether or not she would get better or not, from the confusion and everything like that. And they said they didn't know. Um, but there is a good amount of there's likely that she might not really get better, um, from the confusion and all that. But it really depends how because she's going to a new rehab ward, and she's going to what's it called, a neurological rehab ward, which will hopefully help her. Um, so there is a chance that she can get better. Uh, but they didn't really want to say because she might get better, she might not. Um, but I have basically I've quit my job. I have quit my job um, because honestly I hate it to begin with. You all know that I have talked about this ad nauseum. That I really hate this job and it's making me feel just even worse. So I thought, okay. So I actually got the call, and then I called my boss straight away, saying like, "Look, in the next few months, I'm gonna be just not coming back because it's just Louise is just far more important." Um, and I said I will let you know when I'm not going back. But then the next day, like this whole thing was like looming over me. Like I need to not I need to set a date. So I set a date the 29th of May that I won't be coming back, and that's my last day, the 29th of May, which gives like 3 weeks ish. So I've got stuff to sort out. Um, Either way, I am going to need to not work for a while anyway, because when she comes home, she's going to need to be cared for, really. Like, even if she's just got mild confusion, it still needs things need sorting out. Like she'll get up in the morning, no, go up in the night, sorry. And I think I've told this story before, but sometimes like I would I would find her just downstairs for some random reason. Like, what are you doing downstairs? It's 4:30 in the morning. It's like, oh, well, she wouldn't really say much. And I found her cooking at one point. Wasn't really cooking. She just had the stove on for no reason at all. So that's dangerous. And now so the nurse said, I've been asking like, how's her mobility? And the nurse has said that she'd been walking to and from the door. What they neglected to tell me was that she needs a Zimmer frame and she needs 2 nurses to help her. And I was talking to Luke and Anna when we went to Pets at Home yesterday. That's not the same thing. That is not how this works. That is not what that means. That's not what walking is. So that annoyed me a lot, and the fact that the doctors still haven't called, even though I asked them. I've asked the nurses many times to call me. I've asked the occupational therapist last week to get a doctor to call me because I just want to know prognosis. I want to know what we can do in the future. Is she going to get better? Like, I want a definitive answer. But yeah, I've like I said, I have handed in my notice. I haven't actually quit my job, but I've handed in the notice. But quitting my job sounds a lot better, and like I've actually taken control, which technically I have, I suppose. And yes, so I have a lot of things to sort out. I'm going to have to go through this whole power of attorney thing because I am ridiculously not really. I haven't been paying all of rent. Like I said last time, we were quite a bit in arrears. And I don't really want that to continue, but it's going to have to be. And Louisa usually pays half, and I haven't been able to do that for the last 2 months, obviously. So yeah. So all in all, I mean, if you count birthdays to be a special day, which I don't really know anymore, to be honest with you. I can't really drink anymore, so which is why I don't really go out. Like I bought some Copperberg because I thought it'd be nice to have something nice like that in the evenings. But I've been doing that, and the next day I've just been really groggy. Like I just can't do it. I just don't really want to do it anymore either. Okay, I could drink, but then I couldn't. Would be nice if I might buy the non-alcoholic stuff. That might be a good idea. But we'll see. I guess I don't really know. So I'm generally quite happy with all this what's going on at the minute. Like I said, I've really hated this job anyway. So, well, for the last few months, I've really hated this job. So I'm happy that I'm going to be finishing that, honestly. As regards to another job, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's going back to work, especially if she definitely won't be getting better. I've been telling people that it's highly likely that she's not going to get better. The problem with that is that, sure, that is a thing, but it's all preliminary, and you never know. She might actually get better. But it all depends on like the atmosphere around it. Like they're moving her to the neuro ward, and they said that it might because it's less hospitally and more like homely. So that might help. But I honestly I don't think it's going to. I don't really see how a change in anything is going to change that. I mean, she might. The thing is, though, she's like some of the long-term stuff, a lot of the long-term stuff, she's actually okay with. It's just a lot of short-term things and just confusion. I wonder if she hallucinates. That's the thing. I'm wondering. I think she might be hallucinating sometimes, because obviously she thinks she's other places sometimes. It's been quite nice recently because she's actually been okay. Not really been able to have that much of a conversation with her, because she didn't really talk for that long. This is Messenger, by the way. Messenger and what do you call it? And texting. Every time I've asked for her to call, she's made up an excuse. And she thought my grandma was in the ward next to her, which consequently, actually, my stepdad was actually in the ward with her, not with her in the male part of the ward, and so that was a coincidence, I guess. But you know, it's all up in the air at the minute. But without an actual doctor with actual data, I can't really give a definitive answer. But I think, in my personal opinion, I don't think she's going to get better. And not like she's going. This isn't fatal. Don't get me wrong. She's not. This isn't terminal or anything like that. Although, to be fair, people with cranial pharyngioma, which is the what do you call it? She has the tumor she has. Doesn't exactly have that great of mortality rate, but we will just ignore that. She's just confused and can hallucinate a lot. Well, not can. I guess she's just confusion, which is, I guess, really kind of dangerous when you think about it. Because I've heard stories of her at work, which nobody told me about. I had to actually get someone to talk to me about this. Like, she fell down the stairs, and this was a while ago. She only fell down like 1 or 2 steps, but she fell on her front. And the person that was there told me all about what's been happening. It's like, okay, well, could you not have told me? Now, Louisa's obviously not going to tell me because she thinks she's fine. Yeah, whenever, because she'd be confused at work, and sometimes when she go to the toilet, sometimes she goes to the toilet multiple times because she forgets. It's weird. I don't really know. Brains are weird, man. Brains are weird. So yeah, that's where we're at the minute. It's utter garbage, to be honest with you. And obviously, monetary issues. Sorry, I was desperate for a drink then. Monetary issues abound. Bun's had to go into the vets again because she's got an eye infection. I don't think she's got an eye infection, actually. I think we think she has an abscess or a tumour behind her eye, which is more money that I can't afford, which is great. They actually just called, and it's like £173. So I had to pay like £100 of that, and I really don't think I can afford that. But there we go. Like, even more, I don't actually think Louise is being paid because she what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking at her bank account and there's just nothing there. So all of the money I've been using for shopping and stuff like that, and I don't know. Is this money being put into universal credit that I'm getting? I don't know. It doesn't tell me, so I assume not. So I don't know. I don't want to go too much into the finances. But it's shit. I'm not a fan at all. Basically, I am 2 steps in front of not knowing anything at all, to be honest with you. So yeah, all in all, I'm kind of happy that I'm quitting this job. Honestly, I think once she's back, I'm probably going to have a lot of time to do things, so I might start coding like a lot again. We might even have to move, depending on how she is physically. Move to a bungalow or something like that. Something with a downstairs bedroom or something like that. I don't really know. Yeah, this whole thing's just up in the air, and I don't like it. I am not a fan, and yes. So yeah, that's what's happening at the minute. It's not fun, honestly. I don't really like it, to be honest with you. So that's what's happening. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you next time.